Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hey, good morning, y'all. I got so caught up. You know what? I ain't lying. And look, let me put the phone down. I just got to say it. My show theme song for this year is Off the Hook. I ain't playing. I hear that joy and I be like, I can do anything. I can do anything. I ain't kidding. So, you know what? When you get into anything that's got SOUL in it, you up in something in a humdinger. Where's my bell of purpose at? Here it is. There it is. I rang it. Sure did. And I ain't Anita. What's her name? Anita Ward. Yeah, but I'll ring this bell. This is the bell of purpose. So anyway, before I get into that, I'm just saying. I be watching the people in the. Oh, I just got country. I be watching. Is it feeding time yet, Paul? Right. Good Lord. Sometimes you know how it is. Listen. For those of you who grew up with African-American mamas or mamas of color, remember this one? If you don't get your ass down, hello, yes, this is she. My mom could turn that shit on so quick. I ain't playing. I used to snap my get crook in my neck, turn around thinking somebody else in the house, right? Okay, anyway, enough reminiscing. Silly, I'm silly. It's a wonderful day. It is a wonderful day. It is a great day to be alive. It is a great day to be fulfilling the promise of where two or more come together. It is just a great day. Can I get an amen? I know, right? Listen, that bell of purpose. It ain't just a bell. It ain't cute. It ain't a prop. But what it is it's an opportunity, okay? This is an opportunity for you to be a part of something greater than yourself, because when I ring this bell, it means that there's some good old stuff out there in the middle of the road. Somebody left it. And you know what? It's got your name on it. It's got my name on it. It's called What is it? Platinum content. That's right. It means back your car up. Just because something's laying in the middle of the road don't mean it's roadkill, right? It might be road fill. Pick it up and fill yourself with all this goodness that we share between each other. That's what we do. And that's what the bell's purpose is for. You can also use that bell when you hear it to invite somebody. Be of service. Pay it forward. Help me welcome to the show my sidekick. This is my gal. That's my ride or die. This is my version of Ed McMahon, right? Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. And we are drinking on buttery toffee. Say it with me. Buttery toffee. That's right. See, I'm working out and getting ready for that magazine shoot, y'all. That cover. It's going, woo! Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. July 4th is my birthday, and I got the July issue cover of Shift magazine, and I'm flying to Washington, D.C. Virginia Rose Hodges. Remember her from Celebrity Week? Celebrity photographer. She thought I was getting on the show just to get on the show. I was getting on the show so I can get in front of that camera, right? So I'm going up there, and she talking about, she going, I can't let that out. See, I can't keep a secret. That's why they kicked me off the reality show 2 summers ago, because I was sneaking and using the phone. They swore me down. I was telling people stuff. So, yeah, I was telling them, ain't no damn air conditioning up in here. They show you the mansion on TV. It'd be all nice and the little breezy curtains be flying. Nighttime, you'd be sweating like a bull moose up in there. I ain't kidding, because they do all they can to make all that emotion come out, right? Make you hungry. We was eating plant-based, raw, everything, drinking food, right? I'm like, okay, reality TV ain't no joke, y'all. I bet you my guest's been on one or gonna be on one. Because let me tell you something. My guest today, y'all ain't ready. I hope you are. You know what? I saw him on a show, Wally Green, professional table tennis pro. But you know what? I went in going, ooh, ping pong champ, right? But then I started hearing this young man talk, his story, and just I can't even, you know what? They ain't invented words for everything. Some things you just can't explain. You just got to experience it. Can I get an amen, right? That's what we're going to do up here today. What did I want to show y'all? Oh, here. Look, y'all think it's easy, right? We ain't talking about ping pong at the Boys and Girls Club. And we ain't talking about ping pong downstairs in the rectory at the church. We ain't talking about that. I thought that too, right? Until I saw this.
Hate will never make you a champion. My name is Wally Green, and I approve this message.
Okay, now look, y'all saw it, right? And that was in North Korea. And you notice every time he won a point, didn't nobody say shit. Right, he was cheering for himself. If that was me, I would have been the artist formerly known as Lauren, because I know they would have put me in some dog food or something, because I wasn't coming back. Because I'd be like, oh, so y'all ain't go. I'm coming up there, right? And that'd have been it. So that's why we all can't go on peace missions. But this kid did. Yes, he did. Who is he? Well, here we go. Wally Green, celebrity table tennis pro, entertainer, grew up in a housing project. You heard me right. Housing project. That's right. In Brooklyn. Just letting that sit for a minute. Okay. Gangs and violence, needless to say, these were a huge part of his life. We're going to talk about that. And today his life has completely changed and been changed by the sport of table tennis. And he's represented the United States in numerous international competitions across the globe. The most recent being North Korea. Lord Jesus, take me to the water, where he was the only Westerner who dared to participate. You think? Anyway, his ping pong diplomacy, love it. I will make them love me. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait on it. And I am telling you, he should have busted out on that one after he. Oh, I'm on one today, y'all. He also has appeared in numerous media outlets, from talk shows to TV spots, numerous newspapers and magazines, and he's also co-founded Spin New York, New York's premier social ping pong club, bar, and restaurant. Did I tell y'all he was my nephew? We getting it. It's going to be official. Wait, watch. I'm putting that through the system fast. I love my nephew. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to quit playing because I know y'all are dying to meet this young man. Do what we do. You know, when we come together, two or more, we don't play around with it, right? Let's bless this experience. Let's pour into this experience. Put your hearts into it. Put your hearts on the screen as we bring Wally Green. No. I might not be here by the time you get here. I can't have you come back here. You make me too goofy. You make me silly. It must be the hair. I love it. I love it. Wally Green, welcome to Bathrobe Moments. And you up? You wait yet?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up.
Okay. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And I want you to say hello to everybody. Introduce yourself. Tell them where you're at in the world. And let's get started.
Hey, everyone. It's great to be here. Thank you, Lauren, for having me today. It's a great opportunity. And then you are one funny guy. I'm telling you right now.
I'm Uncle Pete. You know, Uncle Pete, they kept upstairs.
Yeah, you had me rolling. I'm from originally from Brooklyn, New York. I live in the city now, and yeah, I'm ready to get started.
First thing I want to hear is about Spin New York. People can't even. You got to have 5 jobs to have a parking spot to pay for the parking spot. So how in the world? Tell us about this club.
So what Spin is? Spin is it's a ping pong restaurant, bar, lounge, kind of a nightclub too, that we made through the sport of ping pong. Also, the actress Susan Sarandon is a co-founder of the club. Yeah. So
I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know, hold on a second. I get it. Hold on, Oprah. When you make me a couple of them eggs too, girl. Okay. All right, baby. Thank you. Go ahead.
So what we did was we took the sport of table tennis or ping pong. I like the word ping pong. And took the seriousness out of it and made it fun for everyone. So now if you go out on a date or you go out on a group or corporate events, now you have an activity to do as well as a party at the same time. So that's kind of
a workout. If they play like you do, it's a workout. You know, but I bet you how many people, what kind of insurance you got? Because I know everybody be getting knocked in the face with drunk people playing ping pong.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's like, imagine drunk people doing karaoke. You know, you've seen that. So, but I bet it's a great time. It's never heard of it. Is this the first club of its kind?
We are the first people to come out with this idea, but we have 8 locations throughout the country. Yeah, and 1 international.
You know, nephew, I can't believe all these years and we just now meeting. You know, how our cousin doing? He's still driving that car?
Yeah, he's driving it.
See, how would I know that if we weren't related? Huh?
You're funny. Yep, you're right.
Your aunt still make that good dressing?
Dressing is good. Very tasty.
Okay. So anyway, you can call me Unc.
Yes, Uncle.
Okay, there you go. Y'all heard it. Wally, start us off. Take us back to little Wally and what you used to see. Can you take us? I want you to try to pull us, and you ain't gonna be no try to it, because I've seen him do it, because he did it to me. Just grab me up by the collar and pull me into the story, which I was like, wow, Wally, I'm gonna get off the floor, and I want you to go back and pull us into your journey. Remember us to what was behind the lens when you were looking out into the big blue marble and wondering what was for you. Take us there, okay? Take your time.
Well, I grew up in the projects in Brooklyn. My dad and my mom divorced probably. I don't even know when they divorced because I don't have no recollection of my dad and mom together. And I grew up with my mom and my stepfather, who was an abuser. Yeah, so my mom used to get beat a lot, and I grew up with a lot of anger and a lot of hate, and that forced me to join gangs. So at an early age, at 13, I was already in a gang. I was doing a lot of just horrible stuff. At the age of 13, I've already had 6 guns at 13. So yeah, it was a really
What the hell?
yeah, it was a really bad time for me. I mean, the road that I was going was definitely either life in jail or dead. I mean, yeah, it was just really, really bad.
I'm sitting here stuck. So tell us about the projects with a little kid. Were you recruited by gangs? I noticed in your bio you said something about there being gangs and things around you. Of course, it goes with the concrete. So at what age did they ever start recruiting you or hinting on it? And did you ever think that would be something you'd see yourself doing?
So the problem is and this is a big misconception with a lot of people who don't know about this life. Everyone always says, "Oh, he didn't have to do that," or "He had a choice." Actually, you don't have a choice. There is no choice, because what happens is there's probably like in my neighborhood there was like three main gangs, and if you didn't join one, you got beat up by all. So there was no choice. So you had to you had to join one so that you could find safety in that and be protected from the others. And my family life wasn't good, so that was my family. But there's no choice.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you did join the gang?
Yeah.
Okay. At what age?
13.
Okay. Well, okay.
12,
Did they beat you up to make you a member? I heard they do that.
Well, you had to fight in.
Was it a real fight, or was it like play fighting?
No, it's really weird because these are people that's supposed to be your family, but at this instant they're trying to beat the heck out of you, like for real.
What is that? I mean, what do they say that's doing?
It's to prove your loyalty, that you would do anything for the gang, that you're not soft, right? Because the average person is not going to take a beating from 10 people just to be in a gang if they really didn't want to be a part of it. So that's a way of just making sure that you're loyal.
Can you cry uncle and they'll stop, or are you allowed to even cry? Because I'm gonna be like, okay, wait a minute, I get to cry, right? You don't. What happens if you cry?
I mean, if you're crying and fighting back, that's fine. But if you're crying and you're like,
okay, so let's say they started to jump me in. See, I know the lingo. They started to jump me in, and it's like, come on, Nick. Oops, I'm gonna say the word. Come on, you better fight back. And I started going like this. What they gonna do? What's gonna happen to me?
I don't know.
I got beat up by some brownies once. They wouldn't even let me in there. I was there like, come on, you want to be a brownie? Come on, Laura, come on. And I was like, stop. Right. So anyway, I ended up being a sunflower girl. So that was at the church, So anyway, that's another story. But okay, so you went in. How long were you in? And I thought once you were in, you were always in.
That's what some gangs, not every gang is like. I mean, the way I got out, I just kind of like I bounced, but I bounced out of the country, so it was a little bit different.
Follow me in North Korea if you want to.
But I did it from like, I think 13 to 18 until I found ping pong. Ping pong was the way that I was able to get out.
To get out. So let me ask you something, because I don't believe that any experience we go through is for just trauma or pain. Or I believe that, yeah, that door is in that room of experience, but also within that door, there's always, even if it's as small as a little, a little doggy door at the bottom, there's always a place where a blessing that is a future blessing is born into the process of becoming. It comes in too. And then later you see how, man, that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, right? I know we can both say that for a number of reasons, but I want to ask you, so you were in there, you were actual active participant in gangery. That's my own word. For how long did you say? Did you say yet?
Until like about 18.
So how many years? 5 years.
Yeah, about.
Now, what are the odds of staying alive? Staying alive in a gang for 5 years. How many people did you see killed in the gang?
I've had a lot of friends that passed.
You weren't worried? What about me? What if I'm next?
It's not something that goes through your head. Like you don't really think about, oh, what if I'm next? You just think that it's never gonna happen to you.
Oh, so you feel like you're invincible?
Invincible. Like you just think it's never gonna happen to you. It's your mindset at that point. Everyone feels like they're Superman. And then even if you see your best friend die, that's just, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's not gonna happen to you.
What about your family? They knew you were in the gang?
A little bit, maybe sort of, kind of, but I was very like, I didn't really talk to my family. I didn't really talk much to, well, I didn't really talk to my stepfather much at all, and my mom, I was just kind of like, sort of kind of close because I wanted to protect her, but I didn't really speak about those things.
So I get it. I'm sorry. So you went in because you knew in order to get out, you had to go in. It was like it's just the way it's done, right? Yeah. Or because you're not going to just move. Okay. So, enough of that. I want to ask you, do you feel, I know there had to be a positive resource that you found within yourself via that experience. What would you say that superpower, that being inside that gang helped you to realize was inside of you? Couldn't have found it any other way.
Wow, that's a good question.
I'm gonna ring the bell then.
Yeah. I want to say giving me the resilience actually came from being in the gang. For sure. I think that was one of the main things that I got out of it is the resilience, because years later I've gotten to some really crazy situations, and if it wasn't the experience that I had with being in those gangs, I think I would have handled it a lot differently.
I agree, because the reason I asked that question, I had a feeling you would say something along this line, was because when I was watching you play, and when the North Korean kid would get a point on you, the crowd would erupt. And I was watching how controlled you were. Bye, honey. Have a great day. I'll see you tonight. How controlled you were with your emotions, and how you stuck with your plan. Your plan. Purpose has a plan. There was nothing accidental or coincidental about anything that happened in that entire trip. I'm sure of it. I want to know. And I think you had to operate for 5 years within an inner city, small community, because it's a world that you are in. When you walk out of that neighborhood, you're in a different world. When you walk back in, but you're a different world because you could have a target on your back now when you get beyond those borders. But when you got beyond the borders of the safety of the United States, you had already been groomed about how to not, on how to fear less. See, everybody thinks fearless means devoid of fear. It just means you have to learn how to fear things less, so that your truth and all that purpose can come out and give you that hedge of protection that you need. I want you to take us into your progression of how you even got started. And I'm gonna leave again. I should have popped some Orville Redenbacher, because this is a good part.
Before you leave, I just wanted to touch on the point that you had mentioned about fearless.
Yes.
That was one of the reasons why I went. I tried to get everyone to go with me. I contacted all my friends from around the world. I contacted people from the U.S. team. I said, "Hey, let's go to North Korea and do a diplomacy for world peace." And everyone said no. And I think that's because I was in a gang and I've been through, like, I've seen the guns. I've been shot at. I've had guns to my face. Going to North Korea wasn't so scary for me. Like, I was not scared at all to go to North Korea. Like,
not once.
No, not at all. Everybody told me, "Don't go. You're gonna die." All the comments were all negative. Everyone said you shouldn't go there. I think I had one friend that told me, "Oh, it might be a good idea, but you got to be careful." But everyone was like, "Don't go. You're gonna die. It's dangerous." And I said, "Listen, the way I grew up is 50 million times dangerous than going to North Korea." So that was one of the reasons why I was able to go, because, like I said, I had been in a gang and I didn't have a fear of anything really. And going to North Korea, I said, what's the worst that could happen to me? I mean, I've had worse probably almost happened to me, when I was in a gang.
Walking out the front door.
Yeah.
I got crunchy again, y'all. Front door. Hold the door. Hold the door. I love my life. Wow. Listen. I'm going to ask one other question before break, because when we come back from break, I heard the story and I want them to hear it about how when you started, okay, we're going to take us into where you first were introduced to the game. And then when you figured, I'm just average, but I can still use what I have to get to the front of the line. I just got to make sure they see me. That story. And by the way, I just want you to know before we go to break, I heard, you can tell me if it's a rumor or urban myth or whatever, but I heard that they getting ready to start auditioning people to do the life story of Cisco. And I heard that you was up for the role. I'm just playing.
That's funny.
What?
Oh my God. It's funny because there's been numerous times where I've been in different states and people swore I was Cisco to the point where they tried to get autographs. Like it's happened before. I mean, now I don't look like him, but there's times when we kind of look alike, and if you're not really sure, they think I was at a baseball game, and we had those special VIP seats, and someone came all the way over and was like, "Oh my God, Cisco, can you sign this for me?" Seriously.
See, that's why you know what you need to do. Listen, is give yourself a nickname like Crisco. And in that way, when people hear Crisco, they just gonna assume, right? You're gonna have free parking. I'm just playing. I'm kidding. Be authentic. That was the old me, y'all. Don't judge.
And then I can make that pong 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 song.
Yes.
Song.
Oh my God. You can, but you know what? That is funny though. I bet you if they did, and they say, there's that professional ping pong player who would you do it?
The pong song? I don't know.
No, would you act? Do you think you would ever act? I think you would.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. You're gonna do movies.
For sure.
You're gonna do movies. I got that gift, right?
Yep, I'm ready.
I do. I have that gift. They call me the Black Simon Cowell. For real. Put it in the chat, y'all that know me. It's true. And I'm telling you, you're gonna do movies. So when they need a like I told you in the green room Fridays, when they need somebody like Chris's daddy, coordinate. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up for the role of Bill Cosby. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wait, actually, you look a little bit alike.
I know. I used to be okay with that until the scam and all that shit. So anyway, now I settle for Tim Meadows once in a while. But anyway, okay. When we come back, we're going to hear about the story of how Wally Green rose from just a kid in the hood all the way up to where he is today, and he's going to tell you all about that when we return. Don't you go away. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Laura Michaels Harris. You are in the midst of Monday's installment of Bathrobe Moments. Today is the 22nd day of March, and my guest today is professional ping pong pro Wally Green. And Dano, weekly dose of Dano, got the nerve to be texting me, talking about Simon Cowell. Black Simon Cowell, I ain't never heard that. And he my biggest protege. He know he heard it. Yeah, he got some Simon Cowell on that. And you know what? Last night when he had to get that coaching talk to, nah, I'm just playing. He said, I'll deal with you later. Self-proclaimed nickname. See, we call back in the day, back on the yard, we call that a cell warrior. Yeah, you could talk from New Jersey. I'm just kidding. You know, we love Dano, and I wouldn't even be having this conversation with you if it weren't for him. And he is just, you two are very similar in that thing where I did get glimpses of both of you. And I see that, and I love it when that thing just, I'm looking in the direction of something and you go, you see more than just what's in front of you. That's what I mean. People think I mean, yeah, Wally, I saw you getting in a limo with Gail and Oprah. Oprah had on a pink gown and you had on a tuxedo and Gail had on some green thing, but it ain't like that. But I'm saying when you look at somebody, you go, there's something different. That person has something, and we all have it. But some people are willing to let it out, to share it. They're not afraid to let their light shine. You being one of those people. Tell us about how you got into the sport, how it started to change you as far as having a message of change, and then take us into why this peace mission and why would you go thinking one man could do this? What made you believe that? I'm getting out the way again. Just call me when you need me, okay?
I got you.
Wait a minute. Here comes Diana Ross. Girl, what you doing here? If you need me, call me. No matter where.
Oh man. Yeah, so I found ping pong through playing pool. I was shooting pool. I was always an athlete, so I've played pretty much every sport: basketball, tennis, volleyball, wrestling.
You can swim too?
No, I can't swim. That one I can't do. That's the one sport I can't do. I can't swim.
Pool.
And I found it when I was shooting pool. I had stolen a pool stick, a really expensive one, and I thought it was really good. And I got hustled for some money that I didn't really have. And I got angry, smashed the pool stick on the pool table. The pool stick shattered. And I saw some Asian guys playing ping pong. There were some ping pong tables in the pool hall. And then I went up to them and I was like, I want to get a hit. And it was more of me being a bully, because we actually had ping pong in my high school. There was ping pong. I just bullied all the kids who played ping pong. I just hated it. I used to call it, I used to come from football practice and I'd be like, look at these guys with short shorts and a stick. I used to make so much fun of them. And so I saw these Asian guys playing and I went up to them and I was like, I want to get a hit. So they gave me the paddle and I smashed it on the table, hit the ball, and they were surprised. They were like, well, do you play? And I was like, no, I don't play this. And they were like, there's a ping pong club on the west side of Manhattan. You should go check it out. And I was like, what? There's a club for this? Are you serious? There's no way there's a club for this. There is no way. And I was like, come on. So I thought, you know what? Let me go see this club. Let me go see what these guys are talking about. There's no way there can be an actual club for this sport.
Right.
So I go down and I see in the pool hall and people are playing, but they're really playing, like standing
like
back
you were in the video.
Yeah, going boom, boom, and boom. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Because, you know, for me and like most people, they think it's kind of just a basement sport where you kind of like just stand there and you just do this and you don't move and there's no athletic ability required, right? Mm-hmm. So I saw it and I was like, whoa, this is nuts. People going back, but nobody would play with me. And so I in the beginning, I was getting really angry because I knew who I was. And I was like,
they didn't want to get their ass whipped. Make you mad. You might beat them down. I mean, maybe. You said you came in as a bully.
Yeah, or I was really bad, they thought. Because it can be a cliquey sport. And the thing is, everyone kind of knows everyone. So if they don't know you, that means that you're probably not good. So nobody would play with me. And I'm the kind of person I want to be where people don't want me to be. So
say that again.
I want to be where people don't want me to be. That's my thing.
Told y'all. That's what I'm talking about right there.
So I was like, what? People don't play with me? You crazy? And in my mind, I was like, these people know who I am. Like, you know, so I would go. And finally an old guy used to play with me. He passed away recently, actually.
Wait, how old was he then?
At the time he had to be like, I want to say late 60s. Maybe.
Oh, okay. You got through. Yeah. If you said anything near my age, here's what would have happened to you. Oh, really? Oops, sorry. That's what happens when I'm old. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm a little sensitive. Okay, so you talked to this guy, and then what happened?
And then eventually another guy came around, and he would see me at the club, and he says, hey, do you have a partner? And I was like, well, no, not really. And he says, I'll pay you $20 for every time you practice with me, right? I'll pay you $20. And I was like, whoa, $20. Wow, $20, really? And I was like, all right, man, that's a hustle. I suck, but I can hit the ball on the table. Like I'm good at all sports. Like I can pick up any sport and be pretty decent, like right away. I'm good at sports.
Oh my God, me too.
There we go. See?
No.
I knew we were related.
No, tennis. I play tennis. That's about it.
So
softball.
Oh, there we go.
You can't play no softball.
I maybe, I don't know.
What about tennis?
Tennis, yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I play another sport pro called paddle tennis. So that's why I told you today I was really sore because I was practicing yesterday.
Paddle tennis, is that like pickleball?
No, it's a similar court to pickleball actually, except the net is higher and the court's just a little bit bigger, but it's a tennis ball. And it's a very fast sport. It's faster. I want to say it's faster than tennis. It's almost like playing. It's almost picture how they play pickleball, but picture it being the speed of ping pong and the power of tennis. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm trying to keep my new knee. I got just a year old. That thing just a year old. I'm trying to stretch it to the 90s. I want to know about. Okay, so first of all. Are there a lot of African American professional ping pong players? You know any others?
There are some. There are some. I mean, it's not a whole lot. Like a lot of times when I was playing around the world, a lot of times playing for USA, I was the only black guy there. In a tournament of like 200 people, unless the Africans came.
Like not the Africans.
Yeah, if the Africans came, then I would get. So this is very funny. So I never told anybody this. So when I would play a pro tour, right, I would hope the Africans didn't come because I'm the only black guy. So
right,
I'm the star. Everyone's like, oh man, look at that guy, the hip hop guy's playing ping pong. Whoa, right? So I was always hoping that the Africans didn't come, so I could be the only one.
Right. Yeah. And when they show up. And they probably come in like on Coming to America, throwing pedals and wearing big old lion heads and stuff like. Oh, that's awful. Is that stereotyping, profiling? I'm just saying, but because they have command presence.
Oh yeah, no. Listen,
we kings and queens.
Yep.
So they walk in,
and not only that, they were actually really good. So I was hoping that they didn't come because I wasn't as good as they were. And
what was their strongest thing? Was it lower body, their feet? Because they're some runners.
You know what it is? When they're in Africa, they practice a different kind of way. Like they don't do a lot of drills and these practices. What they do is they put money down and they say, let's play for money, even if it's $1. So if you see them practice, if you watch them practice, you're like, there's no way this guy can be good. You're like, he can't hit 10 balls on a table. But as soon as the games start, oh my God, it's a totally different thing. All of a sudden, you see them winning because they have this thing where they put money down. Let's play $1.
Yes.
Even if it's $1, they fight for $1. And not because they need it, but because that's how they get the competition.
Yes. I can see that. Then tell us about. Ooh, that was a senior moment trying its hardest to get out. You see how I fought it down? Okay, wait. Because I want to know. Tell us about what's required when I'm watching you play. It's so split second. Everything, the anticipation curve is just off the charts. So tell us, and I'm watching your body, the way everything was swiveling, and then I'm leading into this thing that happened with your hip, and I'm wondering, tell us about that. Was that a part of was that a result of the play and all that it takes? Because I played ping pong with somebody that sucks like me, and we both were sweating like bulls because it is, I mean, it's something. But tell us how much time you have to invest on a daily basis to maintain that level of play that we saw in the video with you.
I know you probably heard of that 10,000 hours rule. The 10,000 hours. Have you ever heard of that?
No, don't want to. 10,000.
So I forgot who said it, but in order to master anything, you have to have 10,000 hours. In doing that thing, in order to be a master of whatever it is that you're doing, it's at least 10,000 hours. How
many weeks or years is 10,000 hours?
I don't know.
Sharon McQueen. If Sharon McQueen is here, that she's our court reporter, statistician, cocktail waitress, all that. She be on it. If anybody out there can find that answer, I would love to know. Right? Yeah, I would repeat the question, but I can't remember it. What was it? Anyway,
the 10,000 hour question.
Okay, I really did forget it. Thank you. Yeah, how many weeks or years is 10,000 hours? Somebody put it in the comments. So, Wally, do you get up and go practice every day like an Olympian?
Yeah, I used to. I used to play every day, and it would be, I want to say, it also depends on where I was. If I was in America, then I would practice maybe 5 to 6 hours a day. Maybe if I was in China, it could be 9 hours a day. It can be 3 sessions, 3 hours each, or 3 sessions, 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
So does a ping pong champion go to the gym and work out certain things because it takes a certain set of muscles and warm-ups and things like that? Do you have all that just like anybody else?
Yes, I even more. Like I try to explain to people that you need to be in the gym because this sport is so fast. You have to make a decision in 1/10 of a second. Your body has to react in 1/10 of a second. In order for your body to react in 1/10 of a second, it has to be strong. If your body is weak, there's no way that you could react that quickly, right? So you need to go to the gym. You need to run. Like I cheat. Like I go to the gym and I use the running machine, right? But yes, you need to be in the gym. You need to build, especially core strength, because your core needs to be really strong to get that power. And the power comes from, people think when you hit the ball hard, the power comes from your arms, but it doesn't. It comes from your legs. So if your legs are weak, then it's very hard to get power. Although you can get some power through correct technique, but to get maximum power, it comes from your legs.
Now, one would never think, Wally, that with a sport as genteel on the outside, on the appearance, it just looks like, when we saw Forrest Gump and all that, and you playing, you wouldn't think it'd be something like football or basketball or any of the places where an injury can end a career. But you had a hip surgery, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's you go ahead.
And right now my wrist is broken. My wrist is broken. My wrist is technically broken as we speak. There's 2 bones. There's 3 bones at the bottom of your wrist. And these 2 bones and this 1 bone, each bone is connected by a ligament, right? So in my wrist, my ligament's broken.
Is this from playing ping pong?
Yeah, it could be from ping pong and from the paddle tennis because I use a lot of wrist. It's a lot of.
I thought you were playing paddle tennis yesterday.
Yeah. I can still play.
With a broken wrist.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me see you out there. You're gonna make me go get my belt. What I tell you about playing? I'm just playing. See, I am your uncle. Boy, listen. When but you know what? I know why you're doing it. I know how you can do it, And I am going to show you guys how he can do it. And we're going to talk about mindset right after we take a look at this little clip right here. Take a look, you guys. Oh, Dr. Sue, who you was talking to and thought it was, yeah.
Yeah,
that was Dr. Sue the other day. Okay. With the best hospital, the best surgeon comes the best recovery.
Love you is here because you're beautiful. Making love with you.
Oh, man.
Is all I wanna do. Love you.
Ooh, I remember that.
And everything I do is out of love for you. La 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 la.
Uh-oh. You should have had somebody run by and grab your hat. Bring my hat back here. Wow, from 2 to 1.
Stay with me while we grow, and we will leave each day springtime. 'Cause loving you
Come on.
has made my life so beautiful.
And it's very interesting. Like, I had to learn how to walk again.
Yes.
It's filled with love for you. Love you. I see the sun come shining through. And every time we I'm more in love with you. La 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 la.
Come on.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Doom doom doo doo. No one else.
Okay, I want to get back to the look at that. And I relate because I was up, I think 4 hours after my surgery. After I woke up, I was up, and they it came like I had been up. And the thing was, man, I remember that. I wasn't sleeping downstairs on the couch when I came. I had a knee replacement, but I could tell, I could feel it. Those first couple walks you took, I felt it in mine. Tell us about what you learned about determination, game plan, perseverance, purpose during that. And were there any fears attached with, man, how old are you when you had this surgery?
This was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and you were
Secret.
how old you? What?
Secret. Can I tell you that. Secret.
Well, how old?
I
know you what? What?
So I'm 35 now. So
35.
Yeah.
Oh,
why is that too old?
You gotta see where you what what you been drinking? You got some kind of youth elixir. You're 35, Wally?
Yes.
You look like you're 25.
I know, right?
Wally.
The ping pong. It's the ping pong. It's the ping pong.
You gonna make me buy a ping pong table. You probably sell them, don't you? You sell them, don't you? You sell ping pong tables?
I don't, but my sponsor does.
Let's talk about that. How did you feel the very first time someone walked up and said, "Hey, Wally Green, we want to holler at you"? Tell us how that made you feel about validation, actually having a sponsor at that level, and then tell us about your message to young people, because I know you do a lot of that. And I'm gonna leave, and I want you to talk about what it is you share with just anybody. What is your message of purpose, and what is it that you feel you want your legacy epitaph to read, and why?
I remember when the first, I got it. I remember. The first sponsorship came when I was at a tournament, and I was playing against a Chinese player who was really good and really loud. So every time this Chinese player would make a point, he would go, in Chinese, he would say something like "Cho." He would get really pumped up, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing too. You know, I'm from the hood, so I'm going to bring that hood mentality into the sport. So he would make a point, and he would go "Cho," and I would make a point and be like, "That's it, boy. Come on, take him down." And we just kept going back and forth, right? And at the time, Rockstar Games was at the tournament, and Rockstar Games, all you guys know, Rockstar Games makes Grand Theft Auto. So they were there, and they were scouting. Actually, they were scouting people to make the world's first table tennis game. And I didn't know anything at the time, but I was just being me, you know, just going in. And then they came up to me after my match and they said, "Hey, we really love your energy. Do you know Rockstar Games?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know Rockstar Games very well." They was like, "Well, we want to make the world's first table tennis game. And will you be interested in helping?" I was like, "Of course, Rockstar Games, definitely." But at the time when I was thinking, I had a bigger plan, because at this point I already really liked the sport, and I wanted to play pro, and I wanted to travel the world. So all of this was already in my head. And I thought, okay, if I do this thing with Rockstar Games is huge. It's a possibility that I can get sponsorship from Rockstar Games. And so I did this game, worked pretty hard on it, did most of the motion capture. The game won Best Sports Game of the Year when it came out. It beat Madden. It beat Madden. It beat MLB. It beat NBA Live for Best Sports Game of the Year.
Wow.
And then I said, "Hey, I want to play pro. Will you guys sponsor me?" I actually didn't ask them. I said, "I want you guys to sponsor me." And
you just kind of told them.
Yeah, I like to do that. I think when you ask a question, the answer is it's very easy for people to say no, but if you state what you want, like, "Hey, I think you guys should sponsor me." Like I didn't say, "Hey, do you guys want to sponsor me?" It's very easy to say no. I said, "You know what? I think you guys should sponsor me because this is what I'm doing and this is what I can bring to the table and this." And so I came up with a budget. It's the first time I ever made a budget. Like I didn't even know what a budget was. And I just kind of like researched how you do this. Okay, I'll put everything that I'm gonna do, how much I need for this, how much I need for that, and I was able to get from them $50,000 a year, because people always ask me, how did I travel to so many countries in the world? Well, that was it. I was able to get $50,000 a year just to play ping pong.
So Wally, here you are. Did I hear a baby?
Yeah. Did you hear him?
Who is that?
That's my kid. He was like, "Daddy."
How old is he?
17 months.
Oh.
Yeah. He was like, "Daddy."
Oh, as my mom would say, God rest her soul. With her country self, she used to kill me. She'd say, "What his name is?" So what? So what's his name?
Aiden.
Now,
Yeah.
what do you hope? We've got about 3.5 minutes left. When you sit down, you may have already done this, but when you sit down, when he's a little older and he starts asking questions about Daddy, what made you do this? What conversation do you hear yourself having with your son about what this all has been about?
I think probably the most important thing that I will have with him is just about human love and I want my son to have an open mind and have an open mind and love everyone, no matter their background, no matter the race, the color, religion, gender. I want my son to be very open-minded, because I wasn't like that as a kid. I hated everyone. And I don't want my son to be like that.
That's a pretty strong word.
Yeah, I did. I really hated everyone except the people that were in my gang.
How did you feel about yourself? Did you love yourself while you were hating everyone else?
I probably didn't care. When I was a kid, I didn't care. Right. So that's the thing that we're talking about. Self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Self-love is really important. Back then, I didn't have any self-love. I didn't even know what self-love was.
I hear you. And a lot of people go their entire lives and don't realize what that is. But you definitely have it. I know I have it. I found it I had to learn how to love myself through loving other people. I had to learn how to forgive myself in order to forgive other people in the same manner. And, God gives us examples when we need them the most. And that's what I feel you are to the world, just a shining example of not beating odds, because we beat the odds when we hit the egg first. Once we get here, it's about creating odds that inspire hope, something for people, for others to reach and aspire to. And so I just want to say, as we close, Wally, every time I really, really stop being silly, which is rare, and look at people like yourself, young people like yourselves, I get a chill all the way through my spirit. I mean that. I really do, because I know I am looking into the hourglass of greatness. I really believe that. And it's just a wonderful thing when you can actually see the finger of what is greater than writing the story of someone right before your eyes. Sometimes you need to see that to believe that there's a finger writing your own story simultaneously. So that is why the promise is that where two or more come together, wonderful things will happen. So I'm just so proud of you, and I want to encourage you, uplift you, celebrate you. And I want to offer you an open door policy here, the turnstile invitation to come back anytime to share anything with us. And Wally, if people would like to continue this dialogue with you, what would be the best place to go for that?
For me, it would probably be my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Now, recently, I've been heavily working on Instagram.
And what's that handle?
The Instagram handle is Wally Green NYC. Wally Green
NYC. You see, I got to spell everything out when I'm writing it. Lauren, L-O, I do out loud. You say public school.
Yeah, so, Wally Green NYC. One
you
word.
Guys, there it is on your screen. Get over and check out all things Wally Green NYC, and just share this broadcast out. Promote this young man and all he's doing. Wally, I wish you the very, very best, and I'm just so grateful for you coming into our place today, holding space with us, for us, and letting us pour into you as you have into us. And I want to say this. These are trying times for a lot of people. And the smile you have and all that you've done going into North Korea all by yourself, anything could have happened over there. And, you risked the opportunity of your beautiful son even being born by going over there so that you could show us that 1 minute, 2 minute clip of what it means to not hate and love instead, and be that one. Be that one, y'all. Be that one. Get out there today, won't you please? Wally Green, thank you so much.
Thank you so
much. You're welcome. And you guys, be the example that you see Wally being. Be the example that you want to see in the world. Be the gift you'd like to receive, and be that blessing that you'd like to be blessed with. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Meet me tomorrow morning, God willing, out front on the porch at 8 a.m. Central. I'm going to try to do it all over again, God willing, with L. Patrick Dickerson will be here. What an incredible story. Currently dealing with some cancer issues, but this guy's been at my events and been up on ladders with me, taking things down, and just a wonderful story of inspiration. That's tomorrow morning here on Bathrobe Moments. In the meantime, I want everyone within the hearing of my voice to know that at every opportunity today, it is a door, not a wall. It is a window, not a wall. You can see through it. You can get through it. Simply wave the hand of purpose. All your truths you've ever lived, put them into this hand or this hand, and then wave to that door of opportunity, and then give permission for your truths to walk before you. Say after you. Let them walk before you. They'll stand beside you, and they'll definitely bring up the rear, because as humans, there'll always be something we can't see coming. God bless you all. Have a great day. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'll see you again tomorrow for our next episode of, that's right, Bathrobe Moments. Bye-bye.
it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. But you